Hi everybody, this is Tsunami, and today we've got another new toy to look at. This time we're looking at a new gaming monitor, this one being the LG 27GN750, a 27-inch 1080p gaming monitor that has a very high refresh rate and a very fast response time. And it also is supportive of graphics cards from AMD and NVIDIA. So it looks like you're getting a lot of the good things that a gamer wants, and you get good color production as this is an IPS monitor, which will give us some good colors rather than the normal TN panels, which are normally the ones that are the fast response time monitors. Let's open it up. Looks like we're getting some warnings here about how to lift this out of the case and to not use any power drills. Let's remove the warranty information stuff here. We can see the monitor stand right now, and we've got a lot of the cabling here. So we've got a barrel plug here for powering this monitor, as well as an HDMI cable, DisplayPort cable, USB cable, and some cable management to go on the back of the stand. Does anyone even use these? Here's the base of the monitor stand here. And here is the stand, and it looks like it uses a VESA mount on the as the way to connect to the actual monitor, which I really appreciate. I will actually be using my own monitor stand and not the stand that comes with this one. Underneath all the styrofoam, though, is where our monitor is, right there, nicely packed away. I've usually used TN panels for my gaming, and TN panels don't have very good colors, but I recently watched a very high-level gaming tournament, the actual Capcom Cup, which is a fighting game tournament, and that event featured this style, not exactly this model, I suppose, but this series of monitors. And to me, that meant that IPS panels have gotten fast enough where a very high level global competition would use them. And that's what really piqued my interest to learn more. And the more I looked into this series of products, the happier I was, because I believe the image quality here, the vibrant colors, will be much better than what I'm currently using, and it will be fast enough to be able to seriously game on it. Here's a look at the ports we have on the back. Looks like plenty of options here that will get the job done. Looking at this red ring on the back, I think it looks cool. I don't know that it'll be very professional. However, a lot of these types of designs on the back are not visible, especially when you have the monitor mounted, and this is usually facing the wall on the desk and isn't usually visible, but the gamer look on it, I actually think it looks rather nice. The only thing that surprises me so far is the barrel connector that we have for our power source. Usually most monitors have a big power cable that's standardized for monitors. This one looks like it uses a barrel plug. I'm optimistic that that is something that's replaceable. It would be tragic if that barrel plug required something unique from LG, but I think that at least the connection itself is pretty universal as a power source. I'll be using my own mount, so I'm removing these screws. It is a universal mountable monitor. I'm not very impressed with the mount that, the stand at least, that comes with this particular monitor. Having had LG monitors before, I'm not really very confident in the cable management solution or how sturdy it is and how it might slide around on the desk. I think that I'm going to use my own solution, but I will keep that monitor stand as an extra one for the old monitor. The outgoing monitor is the TN panel monitor. It had a very high refresh rate, and I ended up getting the one that's compatible with AMD graphics cards because I most often was using it with a console for fighting games that are more competitively played and are universally played on a console, but I also like the fact that I could get very high frame rates when connecting my PC. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I had a very unpleasant time putting the VESA mount on the back of this for the simple reason that the cutout for the mount does not quite leave enough space as compared to other VESA mountable monitors. So there's a lot more space for the mount here than there is here. And so although there is a metal plate underneath here that I was able to screw in, the outer part doesn't completely fit inside this cutout. I don't think it will be a major issue because it is going to be facing the wall and it won't be visible, but it was absolutely annoying, and if you plan to use your own stand with this monitor, just be advised. It was particularly difficult to find this model in stock in stores. It's difficult even by going on LG's website to even find anywhere where you can buy one. It's been sold out on Amazon for a long time. I was very fortunate to find an online retailer and I was able to get this. Other popular versions of this monitor were a 1440p resolution, which is very popular amongst gamers, but I don't know that that can give as good of an experience with console gaming, which consoles will struggle to get a good frame rate with a higher resolution. 4K gaming, I believe, is far better suited for a large TV in a living room, for something casual where necessarily all of the frames that you're using isn't as important, or the response time. I think 1080p is a real sweet spot. I think it's more than good enough for a 27-inch display that's real close up to you. And with a really fast response time and really high refresh rate of the monitor, especially for something more competitive, I think that that is the definite way to go. I expect it to work great for both console and PC. In addition to the mount on the back not exactly being the best size, I can tell you that this barrel plug cable is very, very short. And if you have to take your cable, just across your desk, it's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to have the power source really close by. And that is definitely an unfortunate challenge for a monitor like this. As I remove the packaging for this stand, I can say that it's a huge improvement over prior LG high-end gaming monitor models. The base has the red gamer accent in case anyone might ever think that you're not a gamer. Upon seeing your monitor, they would immediately know. It does look nice though. We have to fit this base onto the stand and then screw it in. Fortunately, this doesn't require any tools, as everything you need is already included here. Well, how about that? This particular stand doesn't screw in. The way that it goes in is you've got these kind of latches here, which you fit in, and then you just snap down at the base. And I can't say I'm super confident that it's not screwed in, but I do believe that it is strong enough to hold. So you know this wouldn't be fun unless we actually did a comparison of both of these displays. On the right is our LG panel, the new one, and on the left is a TN panel. And the immediate thing that I noticed was and I'm just playing with the brightness here, immediately I can see a huge difference in viewing angle. So the TN panel, unless you're looking at it straight on, it's really, really not good for the image, which gets better and better and better the closer you are. You can't even get too low or too high on the image until it changes significantly, whereas the IPS panel is far more consistent across various angles, which is very good. White colors are much brighter on the IPS display than they are on the TN panel, especially from what you can see on this angle, and even straight on when we take a look, it is clear that the IPS panel is much brighter, and colors pop much more. I also have the HDR effect turned on the IPS monitor, the LG one, and I've read from reviews that it doesn't have a very dramatic effect, but the monitor is looking much better than the TN panel so far. There's much more richness to skin tones and colors on the IPS panel than the kind of more bland color on the TN panel. Darks are a lot darker on the IPS. TN panels do not display dark colors very well, and details appear very nice on the IPS panel. To conclude, it looks like this monitor is going to be a great upgrade. We're getting great colors, very fast response time, a very high refresh rate, and the ability to sync with both gaming PC NVIDIA graphics cards as well as AMD cards and consoles. So it looks like it'll be a very versatile look, and it'll be a very versatile usage here. I'm very happy with it. I hope that you liked this first look at this LG gaming monitor. I really appreciate you checking this out with me, and we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.